Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano and Bitcoin. A bit later today because I wanted to cover the other cryptos first because they have done some interesting moves. Nevertheless, there have been some interesting news about Cardano today. You might have heard about it already. Talking about that you can now pay with Cardano with ADA, through the Flexa payment network, which is fantastic. That came out today, these news a few hours ago. It's quite good news. I mean, I'm in the UK. I don't use Flexa. I don't know Flexa, but Flexa seems to be quite big in the United States. Basically, now you can pay with Flexa. So Flexa is a payment network where you can use cryptocurrencies, not only cryptos, but they support cryptos. They've been doing that, I think, since 2017 or 2019. Started obviously with Bitcoin, but you can now pay using the Flexa payment network to pay with your ADA, for example, companies like Nordstrom, Barnes & Noble, Lowe's, GameStop, and Whole Foods. And I think this is definitely not bad for Cardano. They also offer or support various other cryptocurrencies, as you can see here, but definitely now ADA as well. And that is really, really good news for everybody. That came out today. So Cardano payments now available at over 40,000 locations across the US. So I thought I need to tell you about that. That's really cool. And Flexa seems to be quite good with that. And they've been supporting cryptos for a while now. So definitely good news. The price not doing much. And that shows again that oftentimes news don't really affect the market too much. It all depends, in my view, on the sentiment in the market currently. And this is all shown by the Elliott Waves. That's what the Elliott Waves do. They measure the sentiment. They show us the sentiment in the market. And today I really wanted to show you just a little bit more detail, the patterns within which we are currently trading. So this is a 4-hour chart. This is currently Cardano. And hold on, we start with Bitcoin first. Bitcoin currently moving up here, but so far no reason to panic or no reason to get too excited, because we are still in the pattern. We are still here in the descending wedge. And as I said before, I do expect very shortly a breakout here. Either way, I would expect it primarily to the upside. It is a bullish pattern, but also based on the Elliott Wave counts, I would expect here that we get into this last leg of the wave B. I think within that wave B that we're doing here, I think we have seen the wave A back to the upside, the wave B to the downside, and the wave C to the upside. On my second channel, More Trading Online, I have tutorials about the Elliott Wave method, but just to keep it brief, in that wave B, based on the Elliott Wave method, you have 3 waves, A, B, C, and that is what we are seeing here playing out. And I would expect, therefore, very, very shortly, also looking at what kind of support we're getting to here, that here from that A, B, C, that we're going to see that last leg pushing higher here into the 58K area very shortly. Yes, we can obviously also go down. That, however, would be, for me, a little bit less likely. I think we would rather go up and then go down instead of going down straight away. I would prefer that, even though it takes longer, but actually I could then sell some of my cryptos up here in this area before the price then goes down lower. Please always remember, nothing is guaranteed in the crypto market, and also this is not in any way financial advice. But what you can expect here, if we need to see the breakout above this level here, which is 47.8K. I think then we can see a breakout to the upside that would push us higher. If we don't see that, I would expect us now to get to that 47.8K level and then go down again to around 45.5. I think we might see a little bit more for a few days, this up and down, but throughout the week, I would expect here a push to the upside that would take us out of this descending wedge. That is for Bitcoin and Cardano. Also in a very similar, move actually at the moment, just following Bitcoin, really, really doing the same thing that Bitcoin is doing. We are in a descending wedge as well. We are moving very close here to an apex, and you can see that we are currently with 125. We are at the resistance of this. Let me just move that here correctly in. I think we need to do, if we use the candle bodies, it would be something like that. And that just looks such perfect pattern. I mean, you could call it descending triangle, but actually it's a little bit descending. So it's a descending wedge in my view, what we can see here. Yeah, it's a bit... I'd rather see this as descending wedge, but in the end, I think it doesn't matter. What I think it does, it just will follow Bitcoin, and it's a very similar pattern that we are in, following Bitcoin at the moment. And if Bitcoin breaks out to the upside, I would expect ADA to break up as well. And with ADA, the breakout point is at 127, so we could now get to 127, then drop down again to that 120 level. That is providing support at the moment, you can see that. But overall, with Bitcoin, I would expect here the breakout to the upside. Definitely good news today, but I think you couldn't see any positive impact here of these news in the chart. And that just shows that the chart just has its own life sometimes, you know. Very, very little volume, not only for Cardano, for Bitcoin as well. We are really bleeding out here. And if we zoom out, you can see that this whole drop here is not a, you know, drop and quick upside again, like we had it in the flash crash when, you know, early in 2020. This is really something more, you know, where people just take their money out of the market, just bleeding out. Volume is going down, but then again, when that is happening and when the price is squeezed that much, this really indicates that there will be a lot of tension released. And if you see that tension releasing, that is really when you get a lot of a huge, you know, impulsive move after the breakout. And if we take a look at the Bollinger Bands here as well, what we can see is whenever the Bollinger Bands get thinner and thinner, and they do at the moment, that is then when you get a breakout normally, and you have it numerous times. You know, here it was very here, you know, I had very tight Bollinger Bands, and then you had a huge breakout here, and here as well, tight Bollinger Bands, huge breakout to the downside. And it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter, so there isn't much room left, you know, and then you basically get that breakout. Same for Bitcoin, you will have that as well. So that's pretty much the update. Just want to keep you updated here about Cardano and Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.